Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wow, that was a very long. What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another episode or edition of Habibi Power Hour. We're back, Jay. We're finally back in the flesh, even though the carnal pleasures that existed a month ago between us here in Florida are absent, and I am left wanting
Every day. I can't sleep. I don't eat right. I'm just counting the days, counting it down.
You can't even eat ass right.
No.
This is how bad it's getting.
Right.
So,
I mean, once I've tasted curry out of your ass, nothing tastes the same.
It's like your first love.
And the funniest thing is that you have the whitest diet ever, like compared to other Pakistani Indians.
I know, don't I? It's pretty wild, isn't it?
It really is.
So, anyways, Habibis, hit that like, that follow, the join button. $5 a month to support our locals. It is September, Habibis. It's September. We have the fantasy football about to start this week. You got the first game on Thursday night.
Yes. And
there's a certain someone who was announced today as, I should say, injured
or questionable.
In doubt, I should say. And it actually brings me no joy to say this, but our dear Fuzzy is he's in pain right now. He's in pain because Travis Kelce he sustained some sort of knee or leg injury. Apparently his ACL is still intact, but he probably will not be playing in that first game. And if you watch the fantasy football draft for the Habibi Bros on Sunday, you will know that Fuzzy and I got into it. And actually, I think I might have a clip here. Hold on one second while I pull that up. Jay, you actually, while I find that, you actually have a pretty big matchup this week.
Yes, I do. It's insane. It's me undefeated versus Carl, who has lost 4 times in the past 2 years against me. For the Habibis who don't know, Carl is the guy from Ohio who actually runs the fantasy league, who's like the commissioner basically, who studies this over and over again just to lose to me. And I had no idea what I was doing. Even in this draft, the 3rd draft that I've ever done, I still have no idea how I'm going to do this weekend.
And yet he's going to beat Carl by 50 points. It's going to be beautiful. Anyways, here's Fuzzy. This was from the stream on Sunday night on the fantasy football draft. Now, I was giving Fuzzy a hard time for drafting Travis Kelce with his number 1 pick, or his first round pick. It wasn't his number 1 overall pick, but it was his first pick. Maybe he maybe had the 5th or 6th pick. But this is what he said to me near the end, as we basically got our squads completely filled.
So when I win this league again, I'm going to show up at your place wearing nothing but a Travis Kelce jersey, no draws, and you can rub my beanbag with both hands, counterclockwise.
So there you have it. That's Fuzzy. That's Fuzzy. So it should be a fun week. We'll keep you posted. I don't know if we're going to be streaming all the different pieces of how you say all the different games, but we're going to get as much as we can out of it.
Yeah, I mean, last time we did pretty well on streaming a lot of it, and what's good is like some of the games fall on Thursday, So, when we're doing list stream or, reaction streams, we can watch.
Have the Habibis. Yeah. Have the Habibis hang out with us. September is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Now, we've been doing this ever since we started Habibi Bros and Habibi Power Hour. Mary Childers, who is Jay? Who is Mary?
My mom. She is my mother. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jay's mom. Mary has actually been a very avid supporter of not only the Habibi Bros, but a very vocal advocate in raising awareness for childhood cancer. For those of you who don't know, in the United States in 2023, an estimated 9,910 new cases of cancer will be diagnosed among children from birth to 14 years. And about 1,040 children are expected to die from that disease. That's 1 in 9. Now, the average age of diagnosis is 10 overall, 6 years old for children, 17 years old for adolescents, while adults' average age for cancer diagnosis is 66. So if you think about it, kids should not be dying from cancer. They shouldn't even have to do it. Obviously, it's a very, serious, and I mean, I don't even think you can call it a pandemic, but it's one of those things where, Jay, and you probably know better than most, there's like no attention given to childhood cancer. It's, if anything, like the only thing the medical establishment focuses on is whether they're vaxxed or not.
Right. And if they're masked up while they go to school, instead of like, if there was just an ounce of the attention that we had on COVID and the way every single media personality went and experts, and we had random mothers and store owners and all of these different things to go on COVID. If we had the same attention as we see with COVID, with childhood cancer, especially just on this 1 month, we would see a lot more change happening. We would see a lot more donations going through to this cause. We would see a lot more of the politicians talking about it, because that's the only thing they actually really give a shit about, is what's in the news and how they can get on TV. So it would be really good to actually see places like CNN, Fox News and stuff bring a lot more attention, especially for this month, to childhood cancer.
Like how you left out MSNBC just because there's no hope for them.
Fuck them. Fuck Chris Hayes. Fuck his doppelganger.
Who's that? So Rachel Maddow?
Rachel Maddow and Chris Hayes are the same person. It's just Chris Hayes cross-dressing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, just to give you an idea, while more than 200 cancer drugs have been developed and approved for adults, the FDA through 2021 has approved a total of only 35 drugs, 35 compared to 200, for use in treatment of childhood cancers. Now, we actually included a link in the description of this stream, this episode, where you can actually go to, Clobbers for Cancer? Foursquare Clobber Cancers. It would have been pretty weird if there was Clobbers for Cancer, as in clobbers are supporting cancer. God, it would make me a real terrible person.
My God.
But anyways, by the order of Mujahid, i.e. Jay's mom, aka Mary, we are imploring each of you to visit the site and write your representative and telling them to support the legislations put forward with respect to funding for childhood cancer research and research and development. And of course, politics are always going to be an issue. We're never going to hear the end of it. And this is an overall bipartisan good cause to support. Of course, they're going to probably, jam it into some appropriations bill that gives public schools like billions of dollars to send to Ukraine, so that they could so that Ukrainian children can chop their dicks off.
Exactly.
Basically, there's no win here. But if you can at least support it on its own merits, that would be appreciated. So, with that being said, we were both going to wear our "Fuck Cancer" shirts. I couldn't find mine simply because, well, really, Jay, I can't get my shit together.
Well, we know that, and mine's in the wash, unfortunately. But starting next episode on Thursday, I'll definitely have it with me. And Mary, mom, is in the chat. Thank you, Habibis. Let's go gold for these kids, and that is right. You want to be wearing a gold ribbon to show your support for Kid Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Honestly, they should just call it a COVID vaccine for the medication, and then you're going to see a lot of these people jump onto it. It's amazing how they're pretending to be so cautious.
Like this
FDA.
It'd be like this drug, this immunotherapy that we're using for melanoma is also used to stop the transmission of COVID. Everyone 100%. Fucking signs on.
100% ending the transmission. It's funny how the FDA was so quick to approve the COVID vaccine on children and kids, but when it comes to cancer drugs, they're just dragging their feet on this.
It's all about the money, Jay. It's all about the money.
Always. You follow the money.
Follow the money, and who's standing to benefit from it? Fauci. Anyways, Jay, you and I didn't wear our Fuck Cancer shirts because we had to wear something a lot gayer.
Yes.
And the reason for that is in honor of our dear Muslim former president, Barack Hussein Obama, who, if you've been paying any attention, at least in the, I haven't actually seen this video yet, Jay. I'm actually very excited to watch this video.
Right, me too.
I don't know if any of you have been paying attention to what's happening on X.com, also known as Twitter, but we are basically at the throes of Tucker, who is giving us this juicy ass content. So let's watch and see what we have here.
You're just a guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Let me just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't Islam.
The guy's running for president and credible information comes out that he's smoking crack and having sex with dudes. That seems like a story.
Well, it would be a story if the media really cared about telling people the truth.
100% credible. This guy is 100% credible. I have never seen somebody as honest as this, and I've witnessed Jesus Christ on the cross. And this guy is, wow, the honesty that's spewing out of him. And out of his like heroin injection spots.
And the solemn words of this man who claimed to have sex with Barack Obama come again.
No, really. I mean, that's amazing. To be honest, like we could sit here and talk about how Obama, is probably gay and he's done a bunch of drugs and all that. But one thing you can't deny is the fact that he had a bunch of swag, and you think that's what he would pull?
Yeah, for a gay guy, he's awfully cool.
Right. He's got a whole lot of swag. I mean,
yeah, there are very few gay guys as cool as Obama.
Right. Like if he came up to me and be like, yo, you want to do some crack and have me suck your dick? Like I would think about it a little bit. I'll be like, whoa, this guy's smooth. This guy's got some riz.
Like, I'm not even gay. And I'm like, yes, suck my dick.
Right. And what is he going to go with to some white guy who's missing teeth and stuff? Some crackhead? I don't buy it.
Well, we have to. This is 1999. We're talking here. Did he have those teeth then? He probably did.
Dude, he probably looked like that in 1999 because he's a crackhead. They look 90 years old throughout their whole fucking life. when they're addicted to crack. It's not.
I love how we go from talking about childhood cancer to literally Barack Obama sucking off some random crackhead.
I know. Oh, speaking of children, sometimes I post things just to post it because I know you would fucking crack up and laugh about it. So there's this post here saying Instagram is the actual health site, and it's like baby boy names that are cool for 2024, and it has like Watson, Hartley, Maddox.
Is that
Banjo,
ever?
Banjo, and then Malachi and all the stupid gay
Malachi is actually not like I've heard that name. I haven't seen it spelled like that, but Malachi, like I've seen that like in college. Like that's not
well, yeah, it's mothers who can't get off the like the scut books and stuff of like fantasy books where they get fucked by Malachi in like 3 different holes and stuff. So they want to name.
I was just thinking of like
Malachi after that.
I was just thinking of about like the white liberal women who adopt a black baby and then name him Malachi.
No, they would go to John Mustard. But here after that, I quote tweeted and I said, if you see a baby with any of these names, punch it in the face.
I tried. I honestly tried to not react to that. Oh, look, there's a baby named. Hold on. What's the closest that we could say here?
Malachi.
Mujahid Kai.
Mujahid Kai. Banjo. Novel. What the fuck is novel? Who is name Brixton? Who is naming their kids this shit?
Zeal. Why is
Copeland? Copeland.
Cope harder.
It's when your baby comes out and it's black, you're gonna have to name it Copeland. So you gotta cope.
And both parents are black in that case. Oh God. We're so going to hell. Anyways, Habibis, have you all been paying attention to what's been happening?
Did you see that banger song that came out after this revelation with Obama? You haven't seen it, have you?
No, there's a song.
Yeah, hold on. Let me play it. Give me a second.
I'm very excited to see this, Jay.
Can be gay too, whether you like it or you love it, whether you're kissing or you're touching, the ride, the lust, I know you covet. Niggas can be gay too. There ain't nothing you need to hide. Video games won't really survive. Tomorrow you might not be alive. Niggas can be gay too.
That's fall 2024. That's a banger right there, baby.
That's the song of the autumn of the. It should be song of the summer. It's still technically summer.
It's catchy as fuck. Jesus.
We find it be catchy as fuck. Anyway, that's what probably makes it so much better. Anyways. Habibis, have you been paying attention to what's been happening in the state of Nevada?
Nevada.
This is Jay's favorite state because this is the only state where you could get hookers and cocaine without any guilt and zero consequences. No. Yes, Burning Man is happening, and
You up, feeding off that summer love. I ain't got nobody like you. I'm gonna fuck you up face to face. It breaks my heart. I ain't got nobody.
Oh my! Oh yeah, they're fucking stuck, aren't they? Are they still stuck?
No, the massive exodus happened, I would say, within the last 24, 48 hours. But apparently everyone's still having a good time despite being stuck.
Oh my god. Honestly, they should have just had a complete Noah flood and just cleansed the world of all of
Jay, what we should do is hijack a plane and smash it into this tower of cars.
Oh yes.
100%. Look at that.
Like it's a gender reveal.
I mean, we could do that too, but I was thinking more along the lines of, well, it's September. It is the season.
Tis the season to be jihadi. La 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 la.
It actually works. That actually works really well. Spencer in the banner says, "Wait, is that Siraj up there? Who do you think? Oh, whoa, is it that person right there?
No, it's
that's Jay right there. I could see it.
That's it right there. That's how it works. Like, how the fuck do you think that's a good time? Like, you're literally going to take a week off of work, spend, I don't know, like $4,000 getting there and renting out a disgusting RV with like 4 other people with no water or electricity and going out there. I mean, even the Bedouins, even our ancestral Bedouins were cleaner than this when they went camping with camels.
Even fucking the camels.
Right.
I mean, if you could get that high, of course, like camels, that you'd have to get like a step stool.
Or a ladder in my case.
That's why. Or yeah, full on fire engine ladder to get you up there, Jay. Well, they have an actual Thunderdome at Burning Man.
Yeah, they have.
Have you been to
They
Burning
have
Man,
a lot
Jay?
of stuff. No, and I don't think I'll ever go because I mean the thing is like why would you do this?
Jay, it's I get it. You're not white enough.
I am not. I would go to something like this if there was like a hotel that's right next to it, so I can go there for like 2 hours, show my face. Oh my god, Burning Man, this is amazing. Then go back to the hotel and order.
Like
room
even
service.
then, that still seems like quite a schlep to just go out there and get the photos for the influencing component of it.
Yeah, I mean, if a DJ I really like is playing, I'll go and listen to him and stuff. But like,
are there DJs that you really like that are at Burning Man?
So yeah, some of them go out there, which is pretty fun. But I'll never.
Oh, like DJ
Hold
on, like DJ Jizzy Jeff.
Jizzy Jeff. DJ Jizzy Jeff.
He's my favorite DJ.
Well, like this year I went to EDC. And right. they have where you can camp at EDC, and it's like, no, I'm good.
Wow, there you go. That sounds incredibly awful.
Oh, it's so bad. I'm
very unsafe.
When they did it for Coachella, is it Coachella? Yeah, Coachella over here as well. They did it, and you're watching people talk about like how they're having such a great time. And then they're like, we only had to wait 4 hours to take a shower because they're camping there. It's like
only 4 hours.
They only had to wait and when they got there, it was fucking freezing cold water. So it's like,
God,
why am I going to do this to me?
Worth it. It's just so ironic to see
every one of them
all chanting Rage Against the Machine, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. However, they probably had a vax mandate to get in.
Well, not only that, they probably going, hi, my pronouns are blah, 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 blah. My name is fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Burning Man equals sex, drugs plus rock and roll. No. It's not even rock and roll, okay? It's just sex and drugs, okay? The rock and roll part is like cool shit. Going to Burning Man, well, I've never been to Burning Man. It might be cool as shit, but like staying in the desert for like a week, just doing nothing but shrooms and ayahuasca. I don't know, Jay. It seems more like your scene more than mine.
Well, I wouldn't do ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is like more of a body type high, kind of like shrooms and stuff. I don't like that kind of stuff. I would do a bunch of LSD for sure, and like maybe some Molly. And do it. But then I would still go
When are
back
you in
to
this?
my hotel.
When are you, Jay? When are you and this Molly gonna get married?
Right?
gotta
Honestly, probably never. I like to just string her along the whole time.
But think about all these privileged trust fund like adults who are out here saying "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me," just chanting it at a place where they like had to go through like a security check. You know, they had to show their proof of vaccination. It's just it's too
amazing.
Much.
They absolutely use their daddy's credit card to rent the RVs to get there.
Oh, 100%.
And none of them like, well, get in and start fighting and stuff. What are you guys doing? This is like the gayest Mad Max reenactment I've ever seen.
Sounds gay. I'm in, Jay. Let's go. Let's do it. If it's really gay, we should be there.
Dude, when I get over there, we should start doing live. We dress up as Arabs. You know how they do the interviews, like mock interviews? They go around. And we'll start going around and be like,
yeah.
"What have you learned?"
Hold on. Do you mean mock? What do you mean mock interviews? You mean like man on the street interviews?
Yeah, man on the street interviews.
Why would you call that a mock interview?
Well, not a mock interview, like a mocking interview, a parody interview. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Man on the street interview. That's what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
English is my third language. Give me a break.
Wow.
I think I did pretty good. I think people understood what I was saying.
No, I don't think anybody understood what you were saying, Jay. When you think of really mock, when you say mock interview, you think a fake interview.
Yeah, they're kind of like fake interviews. They're not like real interview. They're parody. It's not like we're gonna go and interview Obama and ask him like, how did the crack guy's dick taste? No, we're gonna go around dressed in Arab and ask like Sally, "Hey Sally, do you think Obama sucked this guy's dick?"
If so, where would you think it ranked? So, like, one of them gonna kill each other or something, or is that it?
No,
that's
we wouldn't be. We're not that lucky.
Okay, so next up we have Joy Behar, who basically had this to say about the flooding at Burning Man that caused it to basically become a entire scene of the movie Deliverance, where sure enough some dude had to squeal like a pig as he got raped by some country bumpkin.
This is one of the many tragedies this summer due to climate change. This is another one of those. They better deal with this. This is
oh my God.
Number one existential problem in this.
It rained 3 months.
Oh, Sunny Hostin's here. Sunny, who doesn't actually use her first name at all. It's a nickname.
Months worth over 24 hours.
But when I hear Republicans say, oh, it's not man-made, it's not about fossil fuels. You know, when Trump was president, all of that went up. The fossil fuel usage went up.
And the
It's a
regulations
menace to
went
the
down.
planet. Please don't vote for him. I'm begging you. Get him out of here. He's so dangerous.
These people are it rains and it's climate change. It's hot in Arizona.
Hurricane.
Oh, climate change.
Hurricane happens during hurricane season. Climate change.
One hurricane happens and it is mediocre and it's not even like that bad. I mean, I remember the big push scare with the Al Gore types and John Kerry, like at the peak of their fucking thing, where they were talking about in 2015, where we're going to have hundreds of hurricanes during hurricane season. And it's going to not only hit Florida, it was going to hit all the way up to New York, and New York is going to be underwater, and every one of them is going to be higher than Cat 4. They said this with no bullshit in their face. We have one hurricane during hurricane season, and the world is ending, and it's climate change.
It's always climate change. It's never anything else. It's never just natural weather patterns. Although I will say, like you get that once in a blue moon type of thing, like with Hurricane Hillary in fucking California. Of course it goes to fucking California. What do you think it's going to go to Wisconsin? Get the fuck out of here.
And it wasn't even anything. It literally barely drizzled in most of the places, and some of the places
it barely jizzed right on your face.
Barely jizzed, and what's fucking hilarious too is like we're learning in Maui, the fires were started because of like unchecked electric wires and complete failure from the
power of the electric
bureaucrats
company.
and shit. And yeah, that fire was man-made due to complete negligence, not due to climate change or anything like that. And they sweep it under the rug so you can have fucking idiots like Joe Bear. And it's so fucking funny because where's her degree? Where's her degree? Where's Chris Hayes' degree? Where's any of these people's degrees that come out and say with 100% certainty that all of this stuff is happening because of climate change?
Well, what's funny is that about this is that you called her Joe Bear, and honestly, I think that's that the name hits.
Name slaps. Well, it's better than whatever fuck her real name is.
I'm glad you mentioned that because.
What were you gonna say?
I'm going to say that these people are even more retarded than like Fox and Friends. Watching these people will literally give you cancer. Watching these people will pray for actual like climate change to come and kill us all.
Here's the funny thing about it is that like with Fox and Friends, like you know what you're getting, right? You're getting a morning show. It's not like designed to like produce like some like massive epiphany where you like realize that everything in the world is fucked. The View actually like claims, or I wouldn't say claims, but it gives off the vibe, or at least the presentation, that they are supposed to be like a dais of like intellectual scholars, that they know all the shit that there needs to be known about politics, news, and commentary. And they come out with some of the most retarded shit you ever seen in your life. Exhibit A, case in point. Let's just finish this fucking clip because honestly, well, I don't know. Joel Bear is growing on me.
God damn it.
You mentioned that because he's so dangerous.
It's it's important to keep mentioning and trying to see how we help the Maui fires. Yeah. How Hurricane Idalia in Florida.
That was a horrible.
Maui wildfires. Thank you, Ana Cabrera. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's Ana Navarro. Sorry, Ana Navarro Cardenas. And basically, what let's just fucking play it.
Horrible
fires in
Greece. It's like a nuclear bomb hit that poor place.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there were fires in Greece. There were fires in Italy.
Yeah.
Phoenix had 116-degree temperature. Palm Springs must have been over 100.
Yeah. Hurricane Idalia hitting the bend.
During summer, no way. 150.
It's hot in the summer
in Arizona.
Oh my stars!
Oh what? Oh my God! You're telling me for the first time.
What's that?
What?
What's that?
What's that? Oh my God! You're telling me for the first time.
It's hot in the summer.
It's
wow! I didn't know that. I'm hearing it for the first time.
What was that?
Wait.
Oh my God!
Happened?
You're telling me that for the first time. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Am I hearing like? Who played that? Was that you?
Yeah.
Took my headphones off for like a second, and I did come back. I thought I hit something. Scary.
Are drying up. If we don't have water, we can't exist.
Yeah.
They have.
Honestly, fuck water. If water leads us to not have Joel Bear anymore, I'm cool with it. Let climate change happen. Let it kill us all, okay?
Oh man,
as I take a sip right here.
Honestly, they need to have experts on here to say, like, yeah, if we don't have water, we all die.
Can we get science fact check on that?
Please.
Have to stop
Spencer,
denying.
can you bring up a fact check if we don't have water, we die, please? Thank you.
I'd like to. Yes, this is the information we must find out.
They have to stop denying and stop with the fossil fuels and whatever else is causing this. I'm begging you.
Hold on. Did Joel Bear do we have any record of Joel Bear, say, taking a private jet? Because that would be a fun thing to actually dig up and dunk on her with. Although, Jay, you and I have had a bad track record with gingers this past week.
Yeah.
So, do we want to go for the trifecta here?
Yes.
I think we do.
Don't vote for him. We'll be right back.
So, yeah, there you have it. Joel Bear. She's the next ginger in line to receive the jihad. How is it possible that we always go for the gingers? It's ginger jihad.
Ginger jihad.
Is it because they don't have a soul?
Yeah, they don't have the internal struggle because they have no soul. So
that makes entirely too much sense.
Right.
So you have Burning Man happening, and while that's all going on, I don't even know which one we want to talk about next, because do we want to talk about the gingers, or do we want to talk about since we're on the subject about gingers, okay? I know this seems like a long-winded enough story, Jay, but ultimately I think we have to do it because I did it last week when we were talking about Kathy Griffin. And now all of a sudden you get into this little tiff here with Matt Walsh, okay? Now, here's the subject. Picture this, okay? Matt Walsh tweeting out this video of this woman named Julia. I don't know what she does. Frankly, I don't give a shit. Jay, right. do you want to just like take this away, because I feel like I don't give even enough of a shit to talk about this.
No, it was just this random woman posted her day. So people on TikTok post shit on TikTok about their day, like a diary and all that kind of shit. So she's just posting herself on what she does on a lazy Saturday, talking about, like she has the time to go learn how to cook a certain dish, or to read a book, or whatever the fuck, and everything. And she's saying that she's having a good time. So of course, Sheikh Matt Walsh, coming in with the rocks and trying to stone a woman, comes in and tries to dunk on her, saying, like,
should we stop him in that particular stoning in that moment? I feel like that's something that you and I would get behind.
We always get behind. So he dunks at her, saying, like, her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids. So instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is. So I quote tweeted him on this, just stating, that like randomly shaming a single woman for having a lazy Saturday is surefine way to announce you're a good guy following Jesus. So then, of course, he gets on this and dunks on and then redunks on this, saying, like, I'm responding to public comments someone made about the alleged advantage of being childish. Meanwhile, you're a grown man getting your feelings hurt on Twitter. The guy was whining about a woman smiling, not having to do dishes, and he's complaining about me whining on Twitter. It's the irony is fucking hilarious when it came to this. It's
okay, so
good.
Do we want to? I think Spencer's asking. I think in order to like give people a full like taste of what's happening, that's the context surrounding it. Okay, they're fighting about what this woman's saying. So surely what this woman is saying has got to be pretty batshit insane, right?
Let's hear it.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone, and I saw a picture of shakshuka, and I thought, it sounds really good. Maybe I'm going to learn how to make shakshuka today, because I have no plans, and I don't have kids, and I don't have a husband, and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Okay, so that's the bit of context right there. So Matt Walsh, again, saying her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids. So instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is. Look, like, I'm not a fan of fucking Beyonce. In fact, the most cringy component of this video is that she's a Beyonce fan. But still, like, let people fucking enjoy things. Like, it doesn't ever, like, nothing has to be so fucking serious all the time where you're just like,
right.
Everybody in this fucking video or everybody who's 29 and single and doesn't have kids should basically be put to death.
Right. It's a bad stick. And it's not like she was dunking on mothers or dunking on people who are married.
That's what's so crazy. It's like honestly the most harmless video that anyone could put out there.
Right.
And like it's one of those things where like I didn't get married until 32. Jay, I don't know if you want to share if you're married to a man or not. That man.
No, I'm going the Obama route. I'm going to marry a tranny.
There you go. So beautiful, just beautiful.
I know. Like there was no warrant for him to take his 5 million followers and do this. And then she does another.
Oh yeah, she responds. Yeah, let's watch the response, shall we?
I'm gonna die alone. Hi, my name is Julia and I'm 29 and single. Yesterday, someone named Matt Walsh decided to repost a TikTok video that I posted to his 2.4 million followers on X, formerly known as Twitter. And the way that his followers bullied me in the comments, reached out to me on social media, threatened me, was honestly abhorrent. Some of his followers said that I was going to die alone. I should actually die and never leave my house. I should be sexually assaulted. I'm pathetic. I'm a whore. And that I was dead behind my eyes. Honestly, that one kind of made me laugh because I use Kosas concealer and I thought that it was working. No, but really, if you haven't watched the video, I suggest you watch it. It's all about how I, a 29-year-old single female, decided to spend my Saturday watching reality TV, learning how to cook shakshuka, and sleeping in until 10 a.m. These people were really, really, really riled up about my choices on a Saturday. But here's the thing about social media. While it can be a really crazy place, which we experienced yesterday, it's a place where there's content for everyone. Here's who I'm creating content for. I'm creating content for people who are taking their time creating the lives that they want for themselves. Because
why is she shaking her head so
not
much?
Something that's
more on that in just a moment.
Society has deemed correct. People who are feeling anxious in life because they haven't met their person yet or start.
That's actually, Jay, that's cultural appropriation, sir. It is unacceptable. Okay. I don't want. No, not you, sir. Her. She is shaking her head. She is speaking. And she is doing the bubble head, sir. It is most racist, sir.
Started a family, aren't rushing or settling to meet someone because some internet troll is telling them that they're going to die alone. And you know what? There's a 40 to 50% divorce rate in the US. And I believe that figuring out who you are first and foremost and meeting your partner at that point is going to decrease that divorce rate. And if you're lucky enough to have the family and friends and support that I do, none of us are going to die alone. And I believe that we're all going to meet our people and we're going to do it living life by our own terms. Life's too short to be living life figuring out what Matt Walsh wants us to do or what some internet troll behind their keyboard is saying. If anyone is wondering, the shakshuka I made was delicious and I'd love to share the recipe if anyone's interested.
Slap it on the shirt. Which part are you slapping on the shirt? The entire
that
monologue?
shakshuka is delicious.
Shakshuka is delicious.
Shakshuka is pretty good.
As I said before, more on that in a bit. Her shaking her head. Where is it? Our dear beloved Damien got in here, and It actually was one of the funnier bits about the whole video was the fact that here we go. Let's go ahead, share that shit. My biggest issue is the constant head shaking as she talks. And then Ari Denon, who is with Media Matters, by the way, says she didn't ask for feedback. And then Damon Ray showing her with neither did I. Woof.
There was my comment on Ari too. If you click on Ari, you'll see my comment.
I think she has had enough of you mansplainers for the day.
For people who don't know, Ari is the token trans person at Media Matters.
Oh, she's actually trans? No way.
Yeah, it's a trans woman. Ari's an actual dude. You should see what he looked like before and like how many surgeries he had to go through in order to kind of look passable as a woman.
Yeah, because that is very convincing. But it probably it's probably like Charlotte Clymer, where you get everybody knows what I'm talking about, Charlotte Clymer, right?
Right. And the funny thing is that people like Ari, they want to push like this all is cosmetic. This is nothing health related whatsoever. This is just them trying to push the notion that if Ari doesn't get these surgeries and we pay for it, Ari's going to go kill himself. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Don't take my money to do shit like that. Go kill yourself. I don't care. You want to do cosmetic surgery, go do it. I don't need to pay for this shit. It's bullshit. Just for somebody to live off his fantasy of being a woman. If that's the case, then we should be able to pay for everyone's cosmetic surgery. Finally, we can shorten your nose in order for you not to want to go kill yourself.
Yeah, that seemed like an awfully veiled attack against Jews.
I was talking about your big nose.
Oh, thank you.
It was a backhand to you, and you went straight to the Jews. Okay. All right.
But my nose ain't that big.
It's not. I'm just fucking with you. I was hoping you were going to catch it.
It looks a little hook nose there, but no, I don't think I have.
I think I have a pointy, like
your nose.
Arab nose.
No, your nose is perfect in my asshole.
Oh, well, actually, yeah, it's perfect for when eating ass, which is really, really, really good. But yeah, I mean, you were talking about Clymer.
Sure. Yeah, there's like a good. I can't find the tweet, but it's basically the it's like expectations and then reality, and it's just like the reality is like, wait, what? That's what he actually looks like.
Oh yeah, of course. And the narcissism runs deep because he actually thinks he looks like Princess Diana too. Like he legitimately thinks he looks like Princess Diana.
This dude Charles Clymer, who, if you're not familiar with, and I'm glad we're talking about this piece of shit, somehow managed to become a fucking trans icon. But if you look back in 2014, there is literally a change.org petition to remove. Wait, what happened? What Jay, I was literally about. All right, so this is. All right, you finish your point.
Look at that. Tell me that that's even similar to one another. Tell me that that's what that looks like. And he would post like a bunch of other stuff trying to compare what he looks like to Princess Diana. And it is, and a lot of people like to point out that like a lot of the trans issues and stuff is basically narcissism. And I think Charles is a huge proponent of that. Like, is a great case study to prove that point.
All right, so this is a change.org petition from June 2014. Look, I don't give these retards any credence, but this is just funny because this guy was getting canceled within the lib community. Apparently he was a HuffPost contributor. All right, so they created a petition, and and they basically said Charles Clymer, a blogger and activist, has recently been held accountable by the feminist community for his oppressive and misogynistic behavior. He has been known to ban women from the Facebook page he created and administers equality for women for seemingly just disagreeing with his point of view, and wrote this sexist rant towards one such woman on his now, it seems, unpublished Facebook page, Equality for Women. He also appropriated the hashtag #YesAllWomen hashtag to promote his religious beliefs, made questionable statements about sexual assault, and tone policed and gaslighted women of color in a predominantly white Facebook group, and been psychologically abusive towards anyone who disagrees with him. All of this behavior sparked the creation of hashtag Stop Clymer on Twitter to let Charles know that he is not a leader we want for our movement. As a result, Policy Mike has removed him as a contributor from their website, as well as his photo from their hashtag All Men Can piece. Huffington Post, please take action and remove Charles as a blogger. He does not deserve to have a prestigious position like that, nor the audience that a website with your following gives him. So this was what's it called? About a little bit over 9 years ago. So in that time, when did Charles Clymer transition
or announce that he's an actual? And it's so funny that a lot of these people have this much animosity towards women. Like they really, really hate women. It's insane.
I mean, just look at the fucking Wikipedia page. It's just so. As soon as the going gets tough and you start to get canceled, what do? That a transition to being a woman.
The easiest way to get out of it.
Easiest way. There's not. Look, I can't say there is any out better than saying you can't accuse me of being a misogynist. I'm a woman now. Fuck you. Perfect out. That is galaxy brain move. That's 28-dimensional chess. I'm sorry, 69-dimensional chess right there.
Dude, it is so far out. Like the people, like the lib women that he was sexist against and stuff would come out and say and forgive him just because he became trans. It's the same type of people.
I'm with you.
Yeah, or the same type of people who go so far to say that if a rapist this comes out and says that he's a woman, that rapist should be in women's prisons. And these are the proponents that are like, that's how far that they have to twist themselves in order to keep this ideology going and pushing it.
Oh no, it's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane. So Jay, I know you said I had a hook nose, and honestly,
no, I said maybe big nose. I didn't say hook nose. I said you had a big nose to shorten your nose. I didn't say you had a hook nose. You're just saying you have a. Do you have a hook nose? Are you self-conscious about your nose? Your nose is just big. It's okay.
You're sounding a lot like one of the members of the Blood Tribe here. Okay. I want you all to see this in all its glory. Okay. This is the Blood Tribe, a group that recently went out in Aldemane Springs in Florida. And oh, look at that. They're all wearing matching outfits and wearing masks. And this is definitely not an op. Don't you dare say it's an op.
Brand new.
If you say it's an op, then you have brainworms, right, Jay?
Exactly. Look how new those flags look.
And here's the fucking like the leader, the unmasked leader here. Okay, just give yourself a second here, and just to really think about what has led to this. Okay, just watch this.
Stick up for your fucking self. So what does that mean? Does that mean violence? No, it doesn't mean violence. What we're doing now, isn't it? All of our goals can be achieved non-violently. The most violence is on your side. Subjugation of our race. That's what we stand against.
What the fuck is that face tattoo, by the way?
I don't know. Is it the Cabal? Is he part of the chosen people?
Honestly, that looks like a kebab.
That does look like a kebab.
It does look like a kebab. That's a kebab. That's a shish kebab tattoo on that motherfucker's face.
The reason that you presuppose that there would be violence is because you are ready to use violence to stop us. When you say you and all of the people on that side of the fence, white subjugators, you work for that team. Kites, jewelry, capitalism, billionaires. That's your side. I know it's your side because you still have a job.
Christopher, there's a presidential race.
Who's that random dude just walking behind? He's like, yeah.
It's like just a normal
on
day.
my way
in
back.
Florida.
I just on my way back to the apartment, man. I get me the fuck out of here.
Right now. Are you going to vote in 2024? What do you think is going to happen?
My vote is useless. I think Biden's better than Trump because he sends rockets to Ukraine.
And here comes the blue. Here comes the Blue Man Group. Look at that shit. The blue. Thank you for joining us. We needed some musical entertainment.
In support of Ukraine, you mean?
Hell Ukraine, hell Asia.
Tell me this, Christopher. You are a sizable gathering, but fairly small. How big does this need to become? And how big do you see it becoming? Paint a picture of this.
I like how he's like, you guys are a sizable group, but a small group. You guys are a sizable group, but a small. There's like only 5 people in this fucking group.
Oh my god,
it's fucking hilarious. It's so good.
I want to blow my brains out at the journalists who fucking cover this shit.
They're fucking retarded. They're so stupid.
A fire. We have to just start a fire.
How do you do that?
We're the kindling. And once we set the fire, we get the fire hot, then we get the rest of our brothers blazing.
And how do you do that?
Be the vanguard. Stick up for ourselves. Stand.
By the way, the guy behind him, if he's part of the Blue Man Group, it's technically not white.
Yeah, like if he hates black people so much, why is he tattooing blackface on himself?
Also, why are all these libs wearing masks? They all think they're gonna catch COVID. Oh,
the poor COVID. They're gonna catch the COVID. My favorite thing is the video response of this guy the internet found.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that in just a second.
Stand up. Don't be afraid. Show no fear.
Did he just say you have a fucking face pussy? Because maybe that's what his face tattoo
Rewind
is.
it. Let me hear.
No fear.
What are you doing now, Christopher? Right.
Stick up.
So that's part A, okay? All right, get ready for part B. So here was my observation, and I think a lot of people made this observation too, but let me just show you. So you got the over the top face tattoo, okay? You got the black leather vest, the flared out collar, and the massive swastika pendant and chain. Is literally the gayest Nazi you've ever seen, ever. Just look at this shit. Who the fuck lets anybody go outside with a red dress shirt on?
Right.
Okay? Let alone a leather vest in the middle of summer in fucking Florida, okay? I don't care who you are. The Nazi chain, though, seems kind of on par, though.
I mean, the whole thing is just fucking so dumb. And I feel bad for like, you know, the guy right next to him, the Billy, the guy with the glasses that were right behind him. That's Billy. That poor guy isn't a Fed. Everyone else is a Fed. That guy is not a Fed. The poor guy.
That guy was just like, hey, I was told. The guy was like, I was told.
Can I hang out with you guys?
This guy was brought on because they told him they get free pizza at the end.
Right.
Pizza and beer.
He was picked on in school and stuff. He's a complete nerd. He thought it was a Magic the Gathering. He's like, we're fighting against the cabal. oh, that's a card in Magic the Gathering. I love and pizza. I'm in. And he's like,
You're
oh my God.
This is the greatest. This is the greatest cosplay ever.
What the fuck did I get myself into? Oh, the poor Billy.
Poor Billy. Also, poor Christopher, whatever his fucking name is. Christopher Polson? Whatever. Just watch the shit.
Just from like fun, flirty texts to like nasty in a couple days. So I know what's happening. And I'm not dumb. And it's not even like, look, I don't care about my wife. She can fuck and be with any dude she wants.
I'm sorry, what? Did
my God. Oh, shit.
Jay.
Oh, the leader of the Nazis is a cuck. Oh my God.
They literally found a literal cuckold to lead this movement of white supremacists. Bro, how, and I said this on Twitter, how the fuck can you be genuinely convincing to a whole race of people that you are part of the alpha race, like the fucking superior race, when you're not even a fucking alpha at home, bro? You're letting your wife literally suck off and fuck any dude that she wants, man. It is brutal out here for white supremacists.
It's fucking hilarious, and
it
honestly,
is
I think I had.
So Miguel Succhio, or Miguel Succhio. Were we sucking off? Miguel is sucking yo. Says kebab tattoo is on the wrong side of his face. Well, this is because he's using the selfie camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's using the selfie camera. So you see it here, and then you see it here. Okay. So two different types of cameras. One's mirrored, and the other one is not. That's the only reason why you're seeing it on different sides of the face. So it's absolutely the same fucking
It's
person.
the same fucking guy. This is not a psyop. We're not, or is it?
Bro, this is absolutely the next psyop.
I'm saying us posting this photo, of the fake guy.
Stating
that it is him.
Gaslit.
So it's a psyop in a psyop, baby.
A psyop within a psyop. Man, you hate to see it. But on the bright side, Jay, if you think about how this is all going down, not a single person really bought that this particular white supremacist leader is a Fed, except for who am I looking for? Jared Holt of the Daily Beast, who I actually, I haven't talked to him in a while, but what the fuck are these ads?
Sleep like a log.
So this from Jared Holt tweet. He writes, right-wing influencers deny reality by claiming neo-Nazis are feds. Look, I don't think anybody's saying that neo-Nazis are feds, but these guys definitely fucking are. They are 100% fucking feds. This guy was what is the actual story on this guy? Christopher something, what is it? Blood Tribe Christopher something. His last name is not something, but I can't find it. It's like Polson or something like that. Polhouse. Okay. So Christopher Polhouse, according to a Reddit post, hold on, I don't know if that's saying. Didn't he fucking? Is he also? I don't know if I actually saw if he's gay or not, but maybe I'm thinking of Obama, who's the other white supremacist. Don't forget, Obama's half white. Yes.
Yeah, that's his gay side.
That's his gay side. All right. Well, there's some more information on this blood tribe and Christopher Poulsen. He's like, honestly, everything about it just reeks. I don't know if you've like read up on it, but there's a lot of fishy shit here. And because Jay and I are retarded, we're not going to get into all of it right now. But I encourage you all to take a look into this fucking blood tribe because, yes, neo-Nazis exist, and yes, there are people who absolutely believe the shit that this guy is spouting. You have to be absolutely fucking retarded to come out in 2023 in the age of the internet with your face completely unmasked and expect to have, like, I don't know, a chance at staying alive. This guy has a fucking death wish, okay? Because someone will absolutely try to kill him. So it's either that or he's a Fed. There's basically no like middle ground here. Okay. It's no middle ground. Jay, I don't know. What do you think?
Look, the thing that we've come to notice more and more is that a lot of these groups have been absolutely infiltrated by the Fed. And they're infiltrated or even started from the Fed on purpose, kind of like, Chinese honeypot agents that get our politicians. They do it because they want to arrest people. They want to egg people on and doing horrible things and talk about the wrong stuff and get them charged on some shit. So it's very, and when we say Fed as well, we don't like, he can be an informant.
Yeah, he could be it's not like an informant.
Exactly.
Just like what's his name? Enrique Tarrios of Proud Boys was sentenced to 22 years in prison today for seditious conspiracy, among a bunch of other charges. But this guy was like a FBI informant for like since like 2019 or something even way before that, like 2015. Maybe that Mayo Damien can tell us. Enrique Iglesias.
Speaking of gay,
let's see. He was sentenced to 22 years in prison for his role in J6. Okay, so where I found that he was actually an informant. Yeah, he was an informant from 2012 to 2014.
Wow.
Here. There you go. Tario had served as an informant to both federal and local law enforcement from 2012 to 2014. I don't know if there are really any other mentions, but you get the idea. This is basically where we're heading. So, like, I'm not saying that they're all Feds all at the same time, but given how, like, our intelligence apparatus operates, they would have to be absolutely like the most incompetent intelligence agency to not infiltrate this group successfully.
Right. And it's really funny, like when people like Jared, they don't get it. They don't understand when we state that these people are Feds, we don't mean that they're actual like FBI agents. We mean that they work with the Feds. Some of them can be actual undercover agents.
Oh, there's some that are absolutely undercover. Like it seems it's given the rate at which like these groups are sprouting up, like it seems almost impossible that they're just happening organically.
Right. To deny it and just make it out to be a right-wing conspiracy theory. Honestly, this day and age makes you look dumber than the people who are saying that these people are Feds.
Yeah, no, and also the component. This also feeds into the whole bullshit narrative that like the biggest like threat to like the American people besides climate change is white supremacy.
It's white supremacy.
And it's just like adding another like exhibit, another bit of evidence that like white supremacy is going to kill us all. This guy is fucking harmless. His wife has done more damage to him than he can do to us.
Exactly. It's fucking it's hilarious. I mean, black people probably have run a train on his wife while he sat in the corner and watched. You know what?
And honestly,
you know what's going to be.
We hope that's the case, because that honestly would be fucking hilarious.
Right. You know what would be worse off for American minorities? Racist hurricanes. Can you imagine a hurricane Ideal coming out and just throwing the N-word at every black person it saw as it came by?
What do you mean?
With the hard R.
Why would he call them nuclear?
Riggers.
Riggers and Jay, so while Blood Tribe is hating on Jews, you're out here hating on Jews too. Look at this shit.
Oh. Canceled.
And we're canceled. So Jay, what the fuck's going on with ADL?
So of course, Elon. So I'm not a defender of Elon. I never have been a defender of Elon. I still think he is very much infiltrated by China, and he's a Chinese little bitch. But he was stating that organizations like ADL actively work to make sure advertisers don't advertise on Twitter or on places like Twitter when they don't take away speech that they don't like. Now, for him to single out ADL when, everyone, like a lot of other people do it, ADL does it, SPLC does it, and all these other righteous, anti-hate group, whatever watchdogs do, they do it to curb narrative and to curb wrongthink. If ADL was just fighting anti-Semitism, they wouldn't be going after this, talking about the Brett Kavanaugh being stated in SCOTUS. Brett Kavanaugh has nothing to do with anti-Semitism, has never had an anti-Semitism incident in his fucking life, no matter what he viewed on or what court cases he ran on or anything. So for the ADL to come out and state this goes to show that ADL has gone to shit. ADL is not about fighting only anti-Semitism. It's about fighting wrongthink that doesn't go into a leftist ideology. So when it came to this,
politicized organization.
Yes, when it came to this, when it came to COVID, when it came to a lot of these different things, if you didn't toe the line on what the DNC approved narrative, the ADL will come after you. So Elon was just coming out after ADL, stating that they are a real reason why they've lost a lot of revenue and advertisement, because the advertisers has stated to Twitter that ADL is the reason why they're not advertising with them. And he stated that he's going to show these emails. So if the advertisers really are stating in plain English that they're stating that we're not advertising on here because ADL tells us you're anti-trans or whatever, then we'll have it. But I still think Elon is overblowing it and targeting ADL, because the Jews. But ADL is really ADL. Not what it stands for. Just like the
ACLU,
SPLC, whatever the dick in your butthole, whatever organization.
I actually would join that group in an instant. You know me, Jay.
Yep.
DIB.
I do.
You know me. Dick and butthole. Cold Beer 69 on Locals. Again, if you sign up for our Locals, you can get in the Locals non-pores chat and get basically a stream of your comment right to our face. It's like a golden shower of information hitting us. Cold Beer 69 says, as a Jew, the ADL is not Jewish. It's a bullshit leftist activist org that hides behind ostensible Jewry. They can go fuck themselves with a pork skin dildo. Now,
get it.
Think of like the organizations like Black Lives Matter, for example. Now, as soon as everybody was sort of on to them about like, what's it called? How you say? The fact that they're a Marxist organization and all they're doing is basically profiting off the lives of dead black people. As soon as we were all onto them, and Patrice Cullors, who is the CEO or whatever, the president of Black Lives Matter, who basically, as far as I'm concerned, embezzled millions of dollars to then buy herself and her family and people that, her loved ones, fucking, gorgeous ass mansions. Again, using the money that people donated because they thought it was going to a good cause and like stopping like basically the shootings of unarmed black men and women across the country. They took that money, they profited off it, and then instead they turned around and basically said, you know what, fuck all you, you're all gonna have to just just deal with it, and oh yeah, go get your COVID vaccine, shut the fuck up, have a Coke and a smile, and have a COVID vaccine, a Coke, a smile, and shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's basically Black Lives Matter in a nutshell. Okay. Now that's like what the ADL is doing now, except the ADL actually is trying to. By the way, before I get back to the ADL, Jay, notice how like Black Lives Matter, there was I guess a shooting of some pregnant woman who was basically shoplifted a bunch of shit. Now again, this woman's pregnant, okay, or was pregnant. She's dead now because she was shot by police, but she was basically in her car. She refused to answer, and then she started driving, I think, towards the police officers, and the police officers opened fire on her, killing her and the child. Yes. It's unfortunate and sad story, right? I haven't seen Black Lives Matter anywhere on this. There are going to be people who are be like, can I'm just saying, like, this is one of those things where like 10 years ago, maybe not even 10 years ago, 9 years ago, what's his name? Was it Michael Brown?
Yeah, Michael Brown.
Yeah, Michael Brown. They're all over that shit. That was like their coming out party. But that being said, like as soon as they got exposed, no one's buying the bullshit that they're selling. Okay, everybody knows that they're just a Marxist organization front that's just there to just enrich themselves. And even then, I don't even think they're principled enough to be Marxist. They basically tap into all of those talking points to basically make all that money.
Yes. And they play on this notion of fighting racism and being righteous and getting these people who have been wrongly killed or shot or anything their due, and saving people while she's out buying her mansions and all that kind of stuff. And then the ADLU, the
ADLU, it might as well just be
it's all the fucking same. Fuck, it's all the same all the same type of organization now, anyways, because they're all spewing the same shit. They're all going after people who are being anti-COVID. They're going after people who supported Brett Kavanaugh. They're going after people who are not towing the line on what is good to speak and what's not good to speak, and all of that kind of stuff. These are not righteous institutions anymore. They are not following what it is that they were set out to do from the beginning.
They completely deviated from their mission statement.
Absolutely. They are completely politicized. And worst of all, they are weaponizing something like anti-Semitism, as abhorrent as it is, in a way to shield themselves for trying to get people off of Twitter for not using the right pronouns of somebody
or misinformation. Anyways, this is David French, your buddy, your
fucking
buddy
coward. David French is a fucking coward.
He tweets, "Let's not pretend that what's happening here is some sort of thoughtful ideological critique of the ADL. It is. There's a tsunami of raw, unfiltered anti-Semitism on this platform. Decent people, right and left, should respond accordingly. There are competitors to this site." What?
Then get the fuck off. Go away, French. Go. Then get the fuck off. He's talking about boycotting X and going off and going somewhere else. Okay, go to.
There's nothing wrong. There's literally nothing wrong with saying this is, again, why are the French always fucking things up?
Because they're always cowards.
I know. Anyways, the ADL. This is coming from our favorite Jew, Glenn Greenwald, who says the ADL is a highly politicized group, that they're now playing a central role in controlling the censorship framework makes that more true than ever. Every group and cause has bigoted elements, but it's unethical to exploit anti-Semitism to place ADL off limits from critique. Yeah, I find it odd that all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, you can't criticize the ADL. They fight against anti-Semitism. What do you have against the ADL? Are you a fucking anti-Semite?" Because that's basically the ultimatum that they give you. Is that you can't criticize the ADL, and if you do, you're an anti-Semite. So this is, again, one of the things that makes you want to blow your brains out. And I can't think of anybody who wants to blow my brain more than Barack Obama.
Well, the thing, do you have crack cocaine? Because if you did and he sniffs it out, then he would love to blow your brain. It's only if you have crack cocaine. He has that nose. He has
a nose for it. He has a nose for it.
You can see it. But it's exactly like what Glenn Greenwald was saying, on the way that they weaponize this to shield themselves from pushing their agenda. And the left has done that very, very well. They've done it with pretending that Black people have to be on welfare, that we have to have welfare queens, that Black people stealing and being in groups the way that they are is totally okay. We shouldn't be going after them. We should allow
they've
these
normalized. They've normalized like the things that most people don't aspire to be. Like they've normalized crime. They've normalized
single motherhood.
Well, it's not even just a single motherhood, but like destroying of the family. Like they've normalized that shit. Like because they ultimately, and I've had a lot of conversations with people, and I've come to the conclusion that I think that stresses a fair amount of why we have so many problems in the world. It's just a matter of people being selfish. There are too many selfish people out here who are just trying to get theirs, and not enough people who are just like simply trying to help others, which really fucking sucks because like it really is difficult to fix a lot of these problems when everyone that you're dealing with is just focused on like, well, how does this benefit me? Why do you always have to put yourself in the equation? It doesn't always fucking matter. Sometimes it's just the right thing to do.
Well, it's also because they want the power. So the power is that they don't criticize these things and they don't allow you to criticize them either, so they can get more of these people voting for them. So you can't talk about the real reasons, we're seeing what's happening in like LA and why the only group of people that are massively robbing these places are in a certain group. If you start talking about like the single mother rates there, what to do in order to fix it, they claim you're racist and they try to shut you up. So you can't say anything about it. Now you have places like ADL stating, why is the anti-Semitism and anti-defamation league, or whatever the fuck they're called, coming after me for saying COVID vaccines are not 100% effective, or coming after me for voting for Brett Kavanaugh and calling it anti-Semitism for me asking them why are they doing that? It's so they can shield themselves to push these leftist agendas with no opposition. So you fall in line and start voting these ways, or you're going to be boycotted and be called an anti-Semitic bigot.
Cold Beer 69 on local says David French and Max Boot should be guests on the next Habibi Power Hour. Maybe you could ask Max Boot to unblock me first. Maximum Bootlicker.
Maximum Bootlicker.
This was Alexander Vindman, who you may know as being one of was he a Trump whistleblower? He was involved in the first Trump impeachment inquiry and testified on the Hill.
The phone call.
Responding to Elon Musk tweets, posts on X. Based on what we've heard from advertisers, ADL seems to be responsible for most of our revenue loss. Giving them maximum benefit of the doubt, I don't see any scenario where they're responsible for less than 10% of the value destruction, so approximately $4 billion. Document discovery of all communications between the ADL and advertisers will tell the full story. So we might get the X Files.
The truth is out there.
Sorry, that's the you don't know the X Files themes? guys are a bunch of fucking.
I love the X-Files.
Rubes. Alexander Vindman then responds to Elon Musk saying companies that continue to advertise on Twitter/X are sponsoring anti-Semitism. It is apparent to me that Elon Musk tweeting against ADL and Jonathan Greenblatt is targeting them for harassment. You know what? Alexander Vindman, just you being here is a sign that you're okay with anti-Semitism.
Right.
Has anyone ever thought to say, hey, Alex, why are you using a site that is rampant with, is just absolutely rife with anti-Semitism? You're part of the problem, Alex. The fuck out of here. Anyways, Jay, you had a video that did you have a tweet that you sent about a half hour ago? That did you already share it?
I'm getting it up right now. Hold on 1 second.
That's what she said. Wait, hold up. Or is that what he said?
Well,
in 2023, it doesn't really matter, right? You can't even tell. Zoom in on that shit, Jay.
Oh, this one was, I did Spencer's bringing this up. I'm bringing up something else. But anyway, So this one, I was like, me, cut cold for 500, Alex, a gay insta-lib that has this in common with a neo-Nazi. Plays the video.
They play the video.
Yeah. The video is him crying about being a cuck.
Like fun, flirty text to like nasty.
I buzz right in.
So
I'll be like, who is Siraj Hashmi?
You know, I'm not.
That's a good meme. That's a good meme format right there.
I like
it.
It's
beautiful. It's absolutely fucking beautiful.
What were you gonna show me, Jay?
Me, I am going to show you this.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Spencer didn't end the stream when we started talking about the ADL. That actually gives me hope that he's not bought and paid for by big ADL.
By big ADL? I know.
Yeah,
right?
the lobby of the ADL. Anyways,
right.
do we have videos to react to? Because I know we're kind of winding down here. We covered this. We covered a good range of topics here. I almost felt like old school HPH a little bit. Is this your video? Are these space Jews, Jay?
Oh shit. That's too good. No,
that was a good sinking. That was good sinking right now. Spencer in our banner says he's not funded by big ADL. He's just paid for by George Soros. Yes, for those of you who are not aware, Spencer, who is our Jewish producer, is bought and paid for by George Soros, but mainly because we are owned and operated by George Soros because of Spencer's presence. It's really sad and unfortunate because Soros, instead of using his wealth and resources to send us an actual competent producer, sends us Spencer Sachs, who may as well be a school bus fire. Might as well.
He might as well be. He's as good as that. He is as good as a short bus on fire.
Short bus on fire. So, and that's disrespectful to Ben for obvious reasons. That robot. Anyways, here's Philip Bump being asked by Gnome. What is the Gnome? What the fuck is Gnome's name? Let's just go. A newsman who actually put this together. Gnome Dorman said, here's Philip Bump's response to a simple question from Gnome Dorman about what he as a journalist thinks of Hunter Biden's text message to his adult daughter, explaining that he has to give half his income to his father. Just watch this clip.
What do you take from the text message to his adult daughter? Hunter's text message, I have to give 50% of my income to Pop.
I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Well, it's
I know it's circumstantial evidence, and you prefer that.
No,
to
what
direct
what
evidence.
could it be?
I have no idea.
Doesn't
just in his face. Punch him in his face. Punch him in his face. That
Honestly,
it's circumstantial
is,
evidence, and that's what you care about more. And for people who don't know, Philip Bump is the White House Washington.
No, he's not White House.
Washington
He's not White House. He's not White House. He's just a columnist. He's just a columnist at the Washington Post. He's basically entering Jen Rubin levels of columnist at Washington Post. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Of course you are.
I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, he's the national columnist. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. So again, he has the glasses on. I don't know about you, but anytime someone wears glasses, including me, I want to punch them. So I have many broken pairs of glasses. So
what could it be?
I have no idea.
But I don't know. Well,
I appreciate your.
Has anybody asked her?
I don't know.
Don't you think somebody should ask her?
Okay. Like I'm not. I just said I don't know, and I don't know what to make of it, so I have nothing to say about it.
Yeah,
what
but
do you want me to say?
Yeah, but you say there's no evidence. But then there's a text message where he says, "I give Pop 50% of my money." That's evidence.
Okay. Well, okay, fine.
So
it's evidence. I appreciate you having me on.
It doesn't. That something like that. Who do you think is more? I listen to that and I'm saying,
Am I?
You can free to go.
I feel you want me to leave, like just walk out in the middle of this because that way you can
you can go.
Right.
Is this a standard? Really, this is the way the Washington Post handles people who disagree with them.
When I agree to be on for 45 minutes,
go,
and then I get on for an hour and 15. Yeah, that after a while I go.
Wow, what a fucking nerd! Complaining about being on for much longer than you were on. Simply because the going got tough. What a fucking pussy.
He's such a piece of shit. And it's really funny showing the difference between how they were talking about Russia collusion. For instance, they'll have like one little snippet of one little fucking text and they're like guilty. And then he has this in his face and he is pretending like none of it matters. None of it.
Needs to be. If this was a text exchange between Don Jr. and say his adult daughter, his children are too young, but assume that Don Jr. was having this text message exchange with his adult daughter about his father giving half of his income to his father, removing all aspects of the fact that Trump is a billionaire. Fucking Philip Bump would be all over that shit.
Right.
He would basically say this is evidence that he would say that this is evidence that Trump is a Russian asset and he must be hanged, drawn, and quartered.
Right.
Which honestly we should bring back. We should bring that death penalty because there are a lot of people who deserve it.
Right. And instead of taking this like, responsibly and just be like, I like just say it. You can say, look, there's a lot of text and a lot of things. Hunter Biden is not really the most truthful type of person. He's known to exaggerate things. So I can't really comment on specific texts like that because I don't know the full story. So somebody
there are many ways that he could have gone about.
Yeah,
there are many ways he could have navigated that without looking like a complete fucking idiot.
Oh, not just an idiot. Like he's the one standing on trial. Like, so what if we're talking about Biden this way? So what if we're trying to get into the middle of why are you so offended and thinking that Biden is a corrupt piece of shit? Why are you so offended about it? Why do you have to go out and try to defend this?
Oh, I know, Jeff.
Tell me, sir.
Last name Bump, cocaine.
Hunter,
Obama, sucking dick. Right. Okay, this all makes sense now,
right? And now our favorite infidel, Stephen Miller, he's been using this as a meme now. That is really Red Steez. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Please do.
So he has this on almost absolutely everything now, and the way that he's doing it because the Washington Journal is now stating that the White House won't release emails from Biden's pseudonym accounts, which is like, what is it, over 150 now? He has like 150 pseudonym accounts that he's been using to talk to his son while he was the vice president.
Hey, that just proves how much he loves his son, Jay.
Right. And then now
he's just a loving father.
Stephen Miller is using this. So he's like, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea why the Bidens use different names and emails. I have no idea. Why won't they release them? I don't know. I have no idea. Can I go? Like, so now every time these kind of things come up, he's using it as a fucking great meme on it.
Evergreen
it's
shit.
Fucking,
Evergreen
it's fucking, it's amazing. See, look at this. Also here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Look. Hunter Biden staggering 20 million haul from Kazakhs, Chinese, Russians, Romanians, and Ukrainians revealed a new bank records. And instead of like wanting to answer these type of questions, say, look, I don't know what this means. I don't know. I have no idea. Sure, I screamed about Russia for 4+ years, but this could mean anything. I don't know. I have no idea. Can I go? And that's exactly how he sounds too. Fuck. It's fucking nuts. And this is like the biggest thing about it too, is how fucking much they were like, Russia collusion, Russia, it's Russia collusion. Now we don't hear anything about Russia. We have no Russia collusion. We see these bank records come in that he was getting money from Russia and silence. Not one of these Russia whores who are like sucking the dick of Russia collusion are coming up and saying anything about it anymore. The hypocrisy is fucking nuts. And it's so apparent in your face.
In your face. It's coming right in your face. Let's end the show on a high note, shall we, Habibis? Let's get some reactionary videos. Spencer, can you send it to me in the private chat? Oh, Bin Laden is trending on Twitter. Uncle Bin Laden, Uncle Osama.
Well, we're getting close and we're getting closer and closer. 7 days.
7 days.
Or 6. No, it's actually 6 days. In 6 days.
Do we have anything? I don't know if we have anything. Well, hold up. Short reaction vid. Here we go. You ready for this, Jay? Riz?
Guys, talk. He's gonna get rizzed out. Oh.
What the hell wrong with you?
Yeah. Yo. POV, Barack Obama when you have some crack.
Babies.
Fuck. What account was that? Because I'm so tweeting that out now. What account was that?
Animals going goblin mode. I'll send it to you in the private chat right now. God, that's good shit. It's also in the locals chat. If you had logged on, you would see. So Habibis, I think that's gonna do it for us. Go ahead and make sure you hit that like, that follow, that join button. As always, make sure you also, and if you tuned in too late, rewind to the beginning and catch our little blurb about Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, that month being September. Fuck cancer, for obvious reasons. And Jay, any final words before we wrap it up on the show?
Well, Habibis, make sure to get on our fantasy. We're going to be live streaming our fantasy leagues as well, our matchups. Hopefully this Thursday, while we do the list, we can do some of the live reactions to the fantasy league. Although
it's kind of difficult because when it's the first game of the season, how many people are actually going to be playing? Well, we know Fuzzy isn't because Travis Kelce is injured. What? Anyways, babies. Make sure you go hit that like and follow. Also, go check us out on Twitter and Instagram. We're also on TikTok. It's not like we're proud of it, but yeah, that's where people are like a bunch of people are on. So we got to put content on there. I know fucking sucks, but we got to do it, right? But at least support us so we can keep doing this shit because honestly, help us. We're so poor.
and yes, join our locals, get on our Discord. We're going to do some game nights as well, inshallah. And you can do that with us live.
Yes. So special thanks
on Siraj.
And also dunk on our interns, Ben and Spencer, who are absolutely fired. Thank you, obviously, for your help on doing absolutely fucking nothing tonight. but it's okay. We love you. Jay, great show as always.
Always.
And make sure you go follow him at Asslickin. Oh, one last thing, Jay. One last thing. I feel like we gotta react to this because this was actually pretty funny. You remember how we have Bart coming out here and telling us that here, this is actually pretty nice. Okay, this is something that I was not expecting at all, but it happened. And this is from Timcast this past Friday.
Oh yeah,
Rumble is. I just want to shout out Rumble. There's one simple thing you can check to know that Rumble is legit and based AF, and it's just go follow Siraj on Twitter.
Hashmi?
Siraj Hashmi on Twitter.
He's
just
the best.
Follow him.
Hilarious.
Because like
Habibi.
if he worked for any big tech company, they'd have fired him so quick.
He's great.
Twitter's
Just
super
so
hilarious.
fun. Him and his buddy Asslickin.
One and only.
Bill.
I love that he got I just love that he got ass licking in there.
Look how red he got after he said ass licking too.
Just look at that. Shout out Tim Cash, shout out Ian, Phil, Bright Insight just starting a new stream on Rumble exclusively, so go check that out.
Oh, nice.
Habibis, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I've been Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We'll see you next time. We'll be back on Thursday for another episode, 10 p.m. East, 7 p.m. Pacific. I don't know if we're doing the list stream because we did the list last week and we probably are a little bit light on content. So we'll probably just be shooting the shit, doing another episode.
Yes.
All right, Habibis. Love y'all. Have a good night. Peace out.